What's going on, you guys? Today we're gonna do the impossible 400-foot challenge. So first things first, we've got a U-disc off 400 feet. So we actually set up our basket already. And as you can see, we're not gonna be throwing from up here, we're gonna be throwing from down there. But things are gonna get a little bit crazy. So let's get 400 feet measured off and let me tell you about this challenge. So I'm gonna get 2 rounds of 5 drives. I get 1 point for being in the circle, 1 point for making a putt, and if it happens, 10 points for an ace. So let's just look how uphill this is. We've only walked about 65 feet and we are much more downhill than we were a second ago. So we're gonna walk off 400 feet and it's probably gonna play like 430. So this is a very technical hole, and that's without the OBs and stuff that I'm about to tell you about. But if you think about it, it's like you don't throw it as hard as you can, but you throw it almost as hard as you can. This is, I'm not really sure how to describe it. I think this is gonna be a very good challenge for me because, you know, I can throw 280 every single time. If you tell me to throw 280, I can throw 330, but 400, 430, that's not exactly like 100%, but it's close. You know, how do you exactly dial that in? So that's kind of why I decided to do this. I think it'd be a very tough challenge. This is kind of like a challenge for a touring pro. I think a touring pro, assuming that 1 point is for a putt, 1 point's for a circle, I would think a touring pro gets at least 12 points. You know, 12 to like 14 or 16. That would be like my guess. You know, this is not a very easy challenge because not only are we gonna be throwing 400 feet, we're only 300 feet away, by the way. I put my stuff at a random location. I'm guessing it might be close to 400 feet. What I was gonna tell you is all this long grass, which also is right next to the basket, is going to be hazard. So hazard, how it's gonna play in this challenge is it's gonna give you -1 point. So if I have 0 points, I'm -1 point. And honestly, today my goal is just to get like 6 points because it's gonna be tough. Now we're at about 400-ish feet. I'm just gonna say up to this third base plate. Anyways, let me go over the rules real quick. So I get 5 drives backhand, 5 drives sidearm. And we're gonna do 2 different rounds. I don't think I have enough discs to actually throw all 10 at once, but basically the goal is we're trying to get, you know, at least 6 points. Now, look at the basket super far away. That's why this is gonna be the impossible 400-foot challenge. We have obstacles, we have OB, super uphill. So let's just get right into it. All right, guys, for my first round of 5, I'm gonna start with backhand just because I feel like backhand I have less control anyways, so I might as well get out of the way. But I have a good chance to get there with backhand, I think. Sidearm's gonna be a bit tougher. You know, it's a bit uphill, but let's just get into it. I got 5 shots. See how many points I can get. Oh my gosh. I think that's just on the edge of the hazard, but in a way that I'm actually still in. Like, I'm probably half in. That's not a great start, but hey, I'll take it. I guess I have to throw more overstable than I thought. That was an Excalibur, it was kind of flipping up, but I guess it doesn't have as much time as I imagined. Oh, it kind of fell out of my hand, but okay, that's not terrible. That's not a point. It does give us a chance. Now, most of the discs I have now are pretty flippy, unfortunately, so I guess I'll go with a turnover line. Maybe that will help me get the height. I could get the ace for 10 points. Oh, come on, come on. That one could actually be in the circle. I think I'm gonna stick with the turnover for the majority of these shots. I have another kind of flippier one. Oh, it's a bit too high. Ah, but it's flippy. Safe. Last thing we want to do is go out of bounds. All right. Unfortunately, I kind of threw my other backhand disc in warm-up, and I only have flippy discs left. So I guess another turnover. Here we go. Yeah, it's not coming up. All right, putting time. All right, guys, unfortunately, the one that I thought was maybe half in, that's definitely in. Comment down below if you think otherwise, but we're starting at -1, which sounds good, but in this game, you actually want points. So I have to make this to stay even. I can still earn a point here. Come on. Oh. All right, we've pretty much got 2 long ones in a row. Unfortunately, this blue flippy one didn't go very far. You just can't wimp out on it. It's like the only thing I can do is make it, you know? That's not even close. We're almost like level with it, which is a good thing. Maybe I can sink this. I just feel like I can't do my normal putt. Amazing layups right now. All right, and honestly, you guys comment down below, but this one I believe is actually in the circle. It's just so uphill, doesn't seem like it. So I'm giving myself a point for this drive. No, it was high, it was it. First round done of the impossible 400-foot challenge. Honestly, I think maybe I overestimated this distance. It honestly looks really far and it's uphill, but the ones I didn't try as hard on were actually closer. Like the blue one was super low, but it was still almost as good as the pink one, which I actually tried hard on. It's kind of interesting, but now we've got sidearm and I did bring some pretty flippy discs. Maybe we can score 6 points still. I'm actually happy one of them was in the circle. I just didn't capitalize on the putt. And we did throw 1 hazard. And honestly, guys, if you like this challenge, maybe I'll revisit it in the future, maybe put the basket in a different place. Maybe I should just be throwing it harder and trying to go past, but then you don't really have a putt. I don't know, but anyways, we're gonna get into the second round now. All right, guys, going into round 2, I did bring some extra drivers, so we have some flippy discs to use, thankfully, and hopefully we can just get up that hill. I'm a little bit more accurate with sidearm, but I can throw farther with backhand. We'll see how this goes. So I got that blue one that turned over a lot. Should be a little bit better for sidearm. Now if it gets up. All right, it's definitely not on the hazard. Left. More, more, more. Oh my gosh, it really is holding. Don't go in the hazard though. Oh, much shorter than I thought. I think I'm gonna try and keep it low. All right, so I've thrown 2. I've got 3 shots left. I'm actually gonna try to go overstable and like straight and low. Maybe I can throw it into the hill, have it skip up if I throw it real hard. If it holds left, well, that's not bad. A little bit short. It's hard to get the distance there. They're just not getting there. All right, last shot. I should have brought more flippy discs with me, but I've got the X caliber that went into the rough, so it flips over a little bit. Maybe if I just crank on it, it'll get there. So let's see what happens. Last throw. If it goes left, oh, it was holding it. All right, nothing in the circle, I don't think. I can't really tell from here, but. All right, guys, we're here at the first putt. I mean, this is like truly impossible to score. I mean, I really have to throw this in. I'm gonna try my best here. All right, guys, we got 2 putters left. If I make both of these, that'd be insane. If I just make one, I mean, these are both like tournament ending putts right here. I'm gonna go with backhand one more time. We've got an awkward footing. If I just like launch it in there. All right, guys, final putt. See if I can't score at least 1 point. Not a complete fail. I can see it going in. We're definitely at the right distance. I just gotta hit that pole. This basket's not great, but if I hit the pole, it'll probably stay in. Come on. Yes! 1 point. Woo! All right, guys. That was the impossible 400-foot challenge. Now you can see why. Pretty impossible. Not the longest hole, honestly. I was able to drive it pretty easily. I thought the uphill would give us a challenge because I marked out 400 feet, but you know, it doesn't take into account for this elevation. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this challenge, I mean, it was a kind of a complete fail, but at least I got 1 point. Really, I scored twice. I lost 1 point, so that's not horrible. 6 was my goal, so we're a little bit off that. If you guys want to see me attempt this again, go ahead, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.